Hi guys, welcome back to Nebula Fox Toy Reviews. Today we are going to be taking a look at these four little guys. These are the Jurassic World Rebirth Frenzy Pack figures. This is the second wave of them. I did look at the first wave. If you haven't watched that, I will link it down below. I can't remember what dinosaurs are in it because it's been a while. But this is the second wave. So we have the Minqaria, the Archaeornithomimus, the Beipiaosaurus, and this one that I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce. It's either Ceoptera or Ceoptera. I'm gonna say Ceoptera. Because with dinosaur names, a C isn't always pronounced as a C. It is sometimes done as a K, like Brachiosaurus and stuff like that. So we're going to look at that. I'm going to actually start off with this guy, just because it's in my hand. So let's quickly do this. So the packaging is, very basic. We've got the nice cliff side behind the dinosaur, and we've got the pterosaur, and then the Spinosaurus down in the bottom corner. Frenzy Pack Ceoptera, Rebirth logo up there. And then on the back, it just shows you the other ones that are available in the set, which we do have the full set. So let me snip this guy out of the packaging. Well, this is going to be easier said than done because he's very skinny. There we go. There we go. So here is our Ceoptera. There's a new pterosaur. I'm going to off the diamond-shaped tail. I'm going to say he's a rhamphorhynchid. This guy I don't actually know that much about. It's a pterosaur that I think I've heard of, but I don't know loads about it. So it's not one I'm super familiar with. But it looks like it would be some sort of rhamphorhynchoid with the diamond tail and the funky-looking teeth coming out of the beak. So anyway, it's a very nice looking figure. I love that the colours that they've put on the wings. They haven't put much paint on it, as you can see. All of underneath it is not painted, but they've put a little bit of colour on the wings, and I appreciate the colour that they've done. I'm just going to move this wing out of the way. I appreciate what they've done with the crest. So they've made the crest into a nice deep green colour, and then the eyes are very piercing bright green colour. If we open the mouth, the tongue has been painted, the little fleshy bits, I don't know what they're called, have been painted. The teeth are painted as well. They're not moulded separately, they are painted, so these ones will have paint chips at some point in the future. The roof of the mouth is not painted as per usual with these figures, but I like the patterns. It's not so much the colours, it's the pattern that they've put on the wings that I really like. So anyway, for articulation, as you've seen, the mouth can open and close. The wings can rotate, and they can also flap. And the legs also move. The legs don't move independently, they move together. But yeah, they've got that articulation as well. And the tail is like a soft rubbery material. Now I feel like having it like this, so beak open, wings up and legs down, kind of looks like those really old stop motion dinosaur films. So where you'd see them carrying off the barely dressed freaking like that. They'd be carrying off the barely dressed cave girls. So it kind of reminds me of that when you have it positioned like that, and the colours and everything. It is pretty cool. Now these guys do have the scan codes. So there is the scan code for the Ceoptera. And there we go. Moving on to the next one, I am going to go with Minqaria. So the packaging is exactly the same. So let's snip this guy out of the packaging. There we go. Oh, the foot was in a little bit as well, but I can get that out without doing it. There we go. So here is the Minqaria, and this guy is really cute. It sort of looks a little bit like a Archaeornithomimus, but also mixed with an iguanodon in a way. And in the world of dinosaurs, they are actually two different species. Because you got your Archaeornithosaurus, which is a hadrosaur, and then your iguanodon, which is an ornithopod. There you go. This is how they've got it stood. So it looks like this is actually how it's meant to be, with its front legs really, really low to the ground. But looking at the balancing, you could probably do it where it stood on two legs as well. Yep. It can quite easily stand up on two legs. Whether the dinosaur did or not, I don't know, because this is another one that I am not fully familiar with. At least with Ceoptera, I had actually heard of it. But with Minqaria, I have not heard of it. This is actually a brand new species to me. But it is very nicely done. I'm going to say this is inaccurate because Mattel's figures, because they're obviously Jurassic Park, Jurassic World figures, they've never been that scientifically accurate. I mean, they're slowly working on it. Some of the carnivores now have feathers. But yeah, it's still a very nice figure. I do like the colours that they've done with it. I like the blue, like the grey blue that they've done the main body in. I do wish this little underbelly colour, this under the chin colour, be carried on a little bit more. But I like the orange on the crest and the fact that it goes a little bit out to on the body as well. So articulation, he can nod his head. The front legs can move back and forth. The back legs can move back and forth. And the tail can pointlessly rotate. But all in all, it's a very cute figure. Here is the scan code for it. There we go. So that is the scan code for it. And that is pretty much all I have to say for it. I am going to say that the two fingers, the two toes on the front legs is inaccurate. Because they also did that for the iguanodon roaring. I can't remember what the actual line was called. But the noisy iguanodon that they made, they gave that one two toes when, yeah, it's not meant to have two toes. Because they gave it like the two toes and the thumb spike, when it had at least three toes and the thumb spike. There. That's the Minqaria. Next, we're going to go with the Archaeornithomimus. Packaging is exactly the same again, so not gonna bother showing you that. There is an extra little snip there though, so we'll make sure we get that this time. Here we go, Archaeornithomimus. It's a little devil dinosaur by the looks of it. Although in reality, Archaeornithomimus, I mean here it looks a little bit raptor-esque. I mean it doesn't have the claw, but it looks a little bit raptor-esque, like it would happily eat your face. Whereas in reality, Archaeornithomimus is more like your Gallimimus and your Struthiomimus in the fact that it looks more like an ostrich running around and would not eat your face because it would be eating berries. But either way, I do still really like this figure because I love the feather colouring, the feather coverage that they've given it. The arms look really nice. They look a little bit scraggly, but I do still like them. The head looks rather nice. The teeth, it's got some huge teeth on the bottom jaw. Like normal teeth on the top and then huge needle-like teeth on the bottom. These teeth, the bottom teeth are actually moulded into the tongue, so they're all sort of part of the same thing, which you can tell if you look at it from the front. So it does look a bit weird. The top jaw teeth are like individual. Once again, these are painted, so there will be paint chips on them in the future. The eyes are nicely centered on both of them. The eye placement seems to be getting better. And obviously it's all solid green colour with a little lighter green, almost yellowy stripe going down. Its side almost like blue in the Indoraptor. For articulation, it can open and close the mouth. It can also look up and down. The arms can go forward and back, and the legs can go forward and back, and the tail has the pointless rotation. I really don't get it. Well, And then here is the scan code. I do like that the scan codes are on blue stickers this time. Looks quite nice. Except when the dinosaur itself is blue and then it looks weird. But yeah. So there it is. That's the Archaeornithomimus scan code. And it can stand up really nicely. Finally, we are up to the Beipiaosaurus. So looking at this figure, you might be thinking it looks like Therizinosaurus. And you wouldn't be that far off. In fact, this actual figure could be used as a baby Therizinosaurus for the Mattel ones. It is a species of Therizinosaur, so that's why, you know, it looks like a Therizinosaurus. So, you know, you'd be forgiven for mistaking it as a baby Therizinosaurus. I don't think it's actually this small compared to the Theri in real life, but it is what it is with the figures. Now this figure I think has got to be my favourite one. It stands up nicely. This I think has got to be my favourite one of this wave. It was the one I was most looking forward to because it's basically a baby Therizinosaurus. So really happy that I've managed to get this one. I'm just happy that I've managed to get the full wave. It just looks really cool. The eyes are done really nicely on both sides. Although the pupil seems to have moved a little bit on this side. Like if you look on this side, it has the full pupil and is looking forward. This side does not have a full pupil and is looking up. But oh well. Opening the mouth, you can see it says, oh wait, they've actually done the inside of the mouth this time. That's different. Oh wait, I know why it's actually done the inside of the mouth. Right, so the dinosaur is moulded in this red colour, but the brown on the face is paint. So that's why it looks like the inside of the mouth is actually done, but it's not. It's unpainted. But as usual, the little fleshy bit and the tongue are painted, at least, along with the teeth. And once again, these would paint chip because they're moulded into this teeth rather than the rubbery ones. But it's still really nice. I do like this one. It's got 4 toes, 4 tootsies. And then we've got a little bit of sparse feathering on the back of the neck. Come on, camera. And then a little bit over the hips and going onto the tail as well. For articulation, we can open and close the mouth. It can look up and down. The arms can move back and forth. The legs can also move back and forth. A bit stiff, but it's probably just because it's a new figure. And the pointless tail rotation as well, as usual. And here is the scan code for it. There we go. So, that's all I can really say about those. Great figures. I love this wave. Especially the Beipiaosaurus and the Archaeornithomimus. Those two are my favourites. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. And I shall see you all in the next video. Whatever that'll be. Bye!